Okay, I appear to be live. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had like 15 minutes until the stream was going to start, and I started reading a Twitter thread. Next thing I knew, I looked up and it was like I had 2 minutes left. Hi, Artie. Of course, Dina streams, so now I have to cook. Oh, another Saturday night, another glorious study of Falcor's feathered hiney. I was tempted to write feathered fanny, but fanny has a much ruder meaning over here in the UK. Yep. That was one good thing about that one bit. I'm not a fan of Family Guy, but it was funny when they did the Star Trek thing and they had, the actual people doing the voices, and Picard said Mr. Worf has a fanny for a head. Because it has a different meaning in the UK, which I think they were fully aware of. Hi, Moonbeam. And then he had to ruin it by calling Worf Rocky Dennis, and it's like, really? You gotta... It was a fun skit, and then you had to punch down out of nowhere. Twitter threads will get you like that, I know. Rattlesnake stew? I've heard of people eating rattlesnake, but making sure my thing is properly stirred. It probably isn't, but I guess I've heard of people eating rattlesnake, but I've never known anyone who actually prepared it. You're still spicy, Iron. Now it says spicy. If it said that last week, I didn't notice. Sorry, I'm not doing this to be funny. I'm trying to... I notice blowing bubbles in the straw kind of agitates the powder at the bottom, and it... Fanny is such a funny word. Yeah, we can't help but giggle when we hear the word fanny used in American media. I think that Marge Simpson said it at least once. Yeah. Hi, Hershey. And I forgot to... I'm really not as prepared for this stream as I should be. Let me get the music started up. I should also pop out the chat. Hang on. Here, since you guys get a kick out of seeing my old-timey Winamp. Keep saying new Winamp available, but I'm afraid to download it. Might ruin my setup. Turn that down a little bit on my end. Hi, Johnny. Why is the stream in 2 parts in such a short time? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I just made last week's stream public because I forgot to do it last Sunday. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, pop out the chat. It's fucking cat ears. They kind of interfere with my glasses, and they... Anyway, pop out chat. Making food from the Forgotten Realms as always, and they have a black adder stew. Wow. And here we are. Also looks like Forgotten Realms movie, aka D&D movie, is getting great reviews. I don't think I even heard about that. Turn this down a little more. I still have my old fanny pack from 25 years ago when I went to Disney World. Actually, I think Kat wore a fanny pack in an episode of Red Dwarf, and I probably called it that. I'm surprised Brits didn't call me out on it. I had a dream last night that I was dating Emma Watson of Harry Potter fame. I mean, why not? Let me move move something around here. There we go. Now I can access the Streamlabs and YouTube. Okay, well, let me move this over because you guys don't need to see it. Sophia's sleeping on my feet and Massey is sleeping on my lap. Aw. We used to call fanny packs bum bags over here. Bum bags, I like that. Okay, so let's see. The next is purple, which is the hair. Well, and the boots. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. That needs to be so much bigger than it is. There we go. Your drawing looks like a final boss in a Souls game. Nice. Hi, Neo. Hi, Flower Owl. I should probably do the boots first because they're going to be easier than the hair. Let me just... Yeah, I remember to do that. Good. Do, 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 do. I think 100 is the right color. I mean, color, size. Ah, what am I doing? I forgot to summon the marching ants. Yeah. Some of this is very sloppy, but I can go back and clean it up. Anyone else tried out Resident Evil 4 Remake Chainsaw demo yet? Is it on Steam? If it's a demo and it's on Steam, maybe I'll mess with it. Or maybe, yeah, as Moonbeam says, maybe I'll just watch a stream. I hated Resident Evil 4, so I'm likely to play the remake, but I'm a little curious how they're going to handle like graphics and stuff like that. It might be fun to watch somebody else play it. Unless they make it easier, which I doubt they do. Plays like a dream compared to the original. I can't wait for the full release. I remember a math teacher I hated got mad. I could not do calculus and claimed I was not studying right even though it was not the right grade for it. That's a dad joke, right? But I'm not sure I get it. Controls have been nicely upgraded as well, so it's more in line with more recent releases. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 looks good, unlike the Dead Space remake where I couldn't tell a difference from the original. Yeah, why would you even bother remaking Dead Space? Unless you want to tell the story differently or something. Yeah, I literally could not get through that village area in Resident Evil 4. After a bit, I just gave up on it. I was like, well, that sucks. Yeah, I can put a highlight here, and then what I'll do is, I'll put a shadow over it. Wait, how should I do that? This must be the music that plays when you beat Fester's Quest. I've certainly never heard it outside of this soundtrack. Lee and I have been rewatching Angry Video Game Nerd, and we just saw the Fester's Quest one last night, I think. That's a good one. I'm looking at the front view of Falcor to remind myself of how I handled the loincloth. And here comes Abadox. What size do I use for this? I guess that works. Looks like I used more black on this back view than I used on the front view. Oh well. Again, the loincloth is shorter in the back, so there wasn't as much I could do with it, really. Ow. Mm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't want to use too much highlighting down here. Oof. Hopefully this will look better after I smudge it. It's not looking too great right now. God, I need to rest my hand already. Ow. I hope that works. Geez, I might be finishing this really early. Let me rest my hand a little bit. If I do finish really early, maybe I'll show you guys the paintings I've been doing. I've been playing around with poured paint lately. Where's my fucking mouse? Oh no, did the mouse die? That light on there's been blinking. Of course it went out while in the middle of a stream. Hang on a second. I should have some batteries to replace this thing with. Let's see, I think those are... Is that a double A? I think these are double A's. Falcor keeps his loincloth shiny clean. I just make his loincloth look exactly like his hair. I don't really worry too much about the... Be right back. I'm actually going to be right over here. I've got a thing with batteries in it. I thought I did. There they are. Yeah, those are the same size. Is that right? They point the same way? Okay, if you say so. I really should do some more work on that Abadox game, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll try to, like, squeeze in some time to work on it. There we go! Alright. Now I can... Now I can get caught up on the chat. Excuse me. Excuse me again, goddammit. So glad I'm taking that heartburn medication. It's doing so much. It snowed like crazy yesterday and Sophie got scared by snow falling off a roof. Aw. I've been reading The Sandman. It's great. It gets really dark in parts though. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard both of those things about it. Hi, Flash. No joke, the teacher was teaching way too advanced math. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought that was one of your dad jokes and I just didn't get it. I thought I sensed wordplay in there, but it wasn't in all my imagination, apparently. You just have to stay alive until the church bell rings. After that, you're safe for a while. Well, I couldn't do that. Once I join and find where Dina is in the chat easily, also... Sparehead spicy. Pretty cool, which is amazing considering I'm currently a pepper. He really says, "Where's everyone going, bingo?" Oh my god, that's so bad. Been reading a lot of Sonic fanfics lately, so something really different for you. I remember watching the Fester's Quest one. You need a joypad with auto fire to stand at least half a chance from what I've seen. Yeah, I believe that was how I played it. In another I'm an idiot moment, I got a new game from Steam and accidentally left it on overnight. That reminds me, I gotta play Stray sometime. I can't believe I still haven't played it. I wanted it so bad, and then I got it and I just never played it. I think I genuinely didn't have time at first, but I should really, like, play it during streams. Like, I just need to, like, get comfortable with the controls. Just play it long enough to get comfortable with the controls, and then I could play it on Steam. I mean, on stream. Technically both, but yeah. Churches often run bingo games. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't quite get that when I first read the comment. Hi, Ash. Let's kick the Grim Reaper in the nuts like Rimmer did. If only you could just do that. When I first heard you say Abadox, I heard it as Abadux. Just replace every eyeball in the game with a little duck, and then you'd have Abadux. Prediction for Knuckles' quote in Sonic Movie 3 while I say we find this shadow bloke and twat him. Oh yeah, you're right, no sticks yet. Starting to dislike Angry Joe a bit. He seems to be getting overly angry for no reason. Yeah, it wasn't so bad when that was an act, but I think he genuinely gets pissed off about stupid shit now, and he harasses people over stuff like that. And also, I stopped watching him as soon as he apparently used the T slur. So I stopped. I was officially done with him when he said that. Abaduck tailspin. Falcor keeps his... Oh, I already read that. Yeah, having a glance at that one when I was messing with my mouse. Got any other drawings ready to color if you finish them early? I do not, actually. I've... most of the artwork I've been doing is working on the 3D model of his castle so I can figure out a design for it. I could show that off, too, I guess. R.I.P. Jerry. Oh, yeah, I've seen a couple of your paintings on Twitter. I like the one that you said looked like Saturn rings. Yeah, that was the one I did. I did that yesterday? Maybe I did it Thursday night. I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, I must have done it Thursday night. I had Friday off, so... Yeah, that's definitely the best one I've done so far, which it's still not great, but it turned out pretty good. I might actually attempt to sell it on Etsy. Lately, his reviews have gotten too angry to a point where his problems are really tiny and can be patched easily. Yeah, I stopped watching him when he said the T word, and then I was reminded of why I stopped watching him when, God, Jesse Gender did a video on, like, I don't know, negative reviews, like how people were too negative towards something, I don't remember, something Star Trek related? I don't remember, but anyway, he, like, posted a really long-winded, angry comment, and I was like, dude... When I worked at this supermarket, two of the managers were called Tom and Jerry. That's awesome. From what I remember, you were modeling Lieutenant Nuzzle's head. You got to the point of texturing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, texturing was going to be the next step, and I wasn't sure if I should do that during a stream or not. Abadox 2, you can actually beat without losing your hair. Well, you don't have to be a dad to tell dad jokes. Oh man, the snow has been deep where I live. My dad was having to carry Odie to the road on his walks where the tire tracks were as he was buried by it yesterday. Yeah, when the church bell rings, all the villagers drop their weapons and shuffle off to pray at the church. Leon then makes the bingo comment. Yeah. At least I've never read Shirley's Garden. Yeah, and I recommend keeping it that way. Holy crap. That was some fan fiction. Abaduck sounds pretty wholesome. I know that Oblivious would approve. I would also add some quacking sound effects. There you go. T-slur? It's the word... I'll just say it, but just you know, keep in mind, I'm just... For educational purposes, he said the word tranny. He referred to a female character as a tranny. It was talking about the Last of Us 2 game. Exactly why I stay off Twitter. It keeps me sane. Well, that's debatable. Hi, Sticks. Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. For some reason, that makes me think of the South Park movie trailer. Eric, did you say the F word? Did my son use the S word? Young man, did you say the Q word? Dinaversity? Indeed, I was telling dad jokes when my daughter was just a twinkle in the corner of my eye. Echo the other dolphin? I tried playing Silent Hill 4, and dear God, that damn water prison level. Yeah! Silent Hill 4 is a pain in the butt. And the second half of the game is just the first half again, but you have to, like, protect Eileen. That game's very flawed. I like it for what it tried to do, but it's very flawed. Alright. Let me... Okay. I specifically remember you laughing after reading a quote from Cupcakes in your Grimdark vlog and had the text on the screen, I'm going to hell, aren't I? Yep. Yeah, I remember what bit that was too. It had some severe mood whiplash. Gotta love that good pain in the butt. I'll have to take your word on that. Protect Eileen without Henry talking to her even once because he's a great guy like that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, why they didn't give Henry any dialogue. That game feels very rushed, and I think that's maybe one thing that, had they spent more time on it, maybe they would have had Henry, given Henry a little more dialogue. Bandicoot live action. I assume you mean CG. I'm not even sure what a bandicoot looks like off the top of my head. Boss music. The hard difficulty version of that puzzle doesn't tell you diddly squat. It basically goes figure it out yourself. One of my favorite jokes in Sly 3 is when you got to China and you see hopping vampires and you have to blow them up and say out loud, fangs are gonna be everywhere. I never got into Crash Bandicoot for some reason. I think it might just be that he looks a little too much like the Tasmanian Devil. Yeah, that's an issue I always had with him. Didn't care for his design. Like you said, it's a little derivative, and I don't know, I just didn't think he was that cute. Oh, I missed my favorite Abadox tune. I wasn't paying attention. That happens sometimes. Oh, here comes Echo. I'm not sure what to do with this area. I'm just kind of... Excuse me. I don't want to put too much highlight at the bottom here. I already have the bottom of his hair being brighter than the top, and that doesn't really make sense. There. Maybe that helps, I don't know. Okay. That looks pretty good. I feel like... Oops. I feel like this could use a little highlight. Just a slight highlight, not even the brightest color. And... there are a couple areas where I could put a little more highlight on the tip. Here, I'll put some there. I'll put some on the sides. I'll leave the bottoms alone though. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see. I guess it probably works okay. Yeah, it looks alright. You kind of have to zoom out, but that's... There we go. Alright, let me rest my hand a little bit and get caught up on the chat. At least some good things came out of your My Little Pony Grimdark days. You discovered Silent Ponyville and the Killer Rarity verse. Yeah. Killer Rarity verse was surprisingly good. Sonic and Tails' friendship and bond is what drew me into the franchise. They're just so precious, yeah. Alright, you want a crab joke? Not really. Does Falcor keep his wings clean by washing them with Wings and Feathers anti-molt shampoo? Oh my god. Watch Sonic Prime? I have not. I don't think I've heard of it. I love Shrek movies, but it seems he learns the same lesson in every one. Don't be a jerk. Kinda? I don't know if that was so much in the second one. Truthfully, I never watched any of the ones after the second one. I heard the third one was bad, and I never got around to watching it. Now you see you're forgetting the main point of Shrek. Ogres have layers. They're like onions. Wow, you've only seen Shrek the first... Oh. Oh, you only saw the third one once. Okay, I thought you were saying you never watched Shrek except seeing the first movie once. I was like, wow. Okay, loaded the pot in the oven, and now I can relax. So, who's Abadox? Aren't they like a German band? Or no, not German. What are they, Dutch? I'm thinking of ABBA, obviously. Present Dina currently questioning past Dina's shading choices. Yeah, I didn't do the best job inking this hair. Like I said, originally... Did I keep this? Oh, I merged it. Oh well. Originally, the hair was gonna be, I originally drew the hair as straight. And I inked it and everything, and then when it got to the time to... By the time it wasn't until I was done that I realized, oh fuck, the hair is supposed to be curly, so I ended up drawing the hair separately, and then scanning it, and then adding it in Photoshop. 70s band that sailors find appealing. Oh. Dina's gonna cringe at that one, yup. Same reaction to most of my jokes then. Echo really likes Rocky IV. His favorite characters is Ivan. He's a Dolph fan? Oh. As in Dolph Lundgren. That didn't quite land for me. Why, Falcor looks simply divine, darling. Yeah, I think Rarity would approve. Sonic Prime is the new Sonic show on Netflix. Oh, okay. I've never even heard of it. I'm surprised I hadn't at least heard of it before now. For what little I remember of Shrek 3, the humor by that point was getting a little too on the nose. Yeah. Swedish, thank you. I knew I wasn't quite there. Just want to run your hands through that silky hair of his, don't you? Okay, Hershey, thanks for stopping by. I think I probably caught you before you left for once. Alright, now time to just do this regular hair, which is pretty basic, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Oops, I've got the wrong color selected. I remember someone requesting I play Echo the Dolphin on a stream. I was like, hell no! I'm so bad at that game. I would get so frustrated. I'd be yelling a lot. There aren't too many games where using a fucking invincibility code, even when you use an invincibility code, it's still fucking hard. Geez, the way I'm making his hair look all super soft and shiny makes him look like extra effeminate. Which isn't good or bad, just an observation. He can look a little effeminate, that's okay. I think when I originally designed Falcor, my original goal was to kind of like give him kind of the proportions of an anime character, but kind of render him in the style of a Western comic book. Little more. I'm trying to not add too much shine because it's really he already looks like he belongs in a L'Oreal commercial. Okay, hair's done. I think in fact all the purple should be done. Let me zoom out. Yep. Not very much chat to get caught up on, but since I'm at a good stopping point, I guess I'll do that anyway. Let me go ahead and unhide the next layer. Yep, just yellow and black. Jesus Christ, I haven't even been here for an hour yet. Damn, I didn't expect to finish this early. There's a lot of bounce and shine in that fab hairdo. Yeah. I get the impression that the guy is quite vain, almost Vega from Street Fighter 2 levels of vain. Oh yeah. Maybe not to the point of being funny like Vega, but yeah. That's a good way to describe him. In Sonic Prime, Rainbow Dash's voice actress plays Tails. Oh, that's interesting. Pinky's singing voice plays Amy, and Rarity's singing voice plays Rouge. My Little Pony fans can fit right in. That's cool. Won't be long before we get my little hedgehog fanfics, assuming there isn't a ton already. Yeah, if you think about it, Rainbow Dash and Sonic are kind of similar characters, and they're also both blue, so I was thinking L'Oreal when looking at his hair, actually, because Falcor's worth it. Sonic and My Little Pony is a popular crossover. Yeah, I'm not surprised. And Special Iron said that too. I can see Falcor. I can't see Falcor wearing a mask when fighting. He almost has a claw, though. That's true. Oh. Sorry, I haven't been sitting here that long, but I already felt the need to stretch like a lot. Well, let's do the black first, cause that's gonna be the easy part. Doing the eyes, I mean, the eyes aren't gonna be difficult either, but they take a little more thought, I guess. Excuse me. Rainbow and Sonic inevitably end up racing each other, yeah. And she gets annoyed by him calling himself the fastest thing alive. She would definitely take offense to that. Oops, what am I doing? Oh, did I use the darker color by default? Oh, I did. Okay, well, the foot's... Ah, what? The foot's done then. I must have accidentally hit cut instead of undo. Why did I unselect that? That was stupid. Let me look at the original one again. But there isn't really... Oh, okay. I actually did it a little differently than I thought I did, so... It's good that I'm looking at it. I kind of wonder if I should have started with the... Yeah, it looks like I used white as the highlight color, so... Let me get it bigger. Here, let's start with the lighter one. I guess I'm concentrating a lot. I can get so focused I almost forget I'm streaming. I mean, not really, I guess, but... Slightly bigger. Oh, even on the end. Oh, that belt is shinier than I remember. Okay. Yep, it's raining outside. Thought I heard rain. I didn't see it right away, but it's definitely there. I need a bigger. There we go. That's a bit much. Oops. Used a little too much white there. All right, belt is done. I just need to do the eyes. I guess I'll go ahead and take a little break. Sits again. It's a good stopping point. Does anyone remember those parody videos from years ago called Street Fighter Red Tape? I don't think I have. Hi, Jackie. Applejack's reaction to Sonic is some variation of Oh Celestia, there's 2 rainbow dashes now. It sounds about right. Tails and Twilight always get along as well due to their nerdiness. I guess my face looks a little dark, sorry. I forgot to close the blind. Well, actually I didn't forget it. I didn't look like I was gonna need to, but I think it's a little brighter than it was earlier. I probably made this joke before, but this guy must absolutely reek of WD-40 and metal polish. Maybe use it as like a cologne like Crichton does. I never even thought about that, if he would have to like polish himself. Perhaps Crichton and Falcor have the same motherboard. Unlikely. I now have an image of Falcor walking backwards while saying, I think I've just worked out what that missing circuit board was for, sir. When Falcor encounters the sirens. Dina Natali, my creator, what is the function of the solution? Oh my god. I can't get the image of Falcor having a Rarity-style breakdown. I want to be alone. I want to wallow in whatever it is that Falcons are supposed to wallow in. Oh, thanks, John. Flakor is his alter ego from another dimension. Flakor. I didn't even notice you. I guess you must have spelled it that way earlier and I didn't notice. So I think the way to do the eyes is to just... Yeah, I think all I need to do... Hang on, where's... I need to deselect everything but the eyes. Okay. Just gonna fill this again. There we go. Actually... I'm just trying to wonder if I should make them smaller. Well, let's try... Let's try blurring first to see how it looks. Yeah, that feels like overkill. Alright, so... go ahead and... I'm trying to decide if I want to fill that. Well, let me go... Actually, let me go ahead and do this second glow layer. Contract by 5. That should work. That looks really weird. Unblended. Filter. Blur. Gaussian blur. Oh, maybe I don't want to blur it that far. I feel like that should work. All right, now for this. Guess I don't want them to be glowing too brightly, so I think that's good. And I think I'm done. It's only an hour in and I'm done already. At some point I'm gonna need to add some text, like pointing out various things about his design, but that's something I should do on my own. Here I will, we'll put this next to the front view. There we go. Make sure I saved that. Front and back, Falcor. Ugh. Now from your profile picture, I've got the image of Crichton, but instead of a head, he has a pepper. Is that Sparehead 4, maybe? Yeah, Falcor would have a mustache and goatee and would sing Evil Cartman's song. Oh my god, okay, you're ruining him now. Focus mode. I imagine that if Crichton had a pepper for a head, he wouldn't survive long with Lister around. Good point. Sorry, buddy, but I need that pepper to elevate my Vindaloo to the next level. For the moment there, Falcor had laser eyes. He's staring into our souls. Is he a robot or a cyborg? Cyborg. I mean, cyborg really isn't the best word to describe these people, but it's like the closest I can think of. They're organic, but they have metallic skin. Sort of like an exoskeleton, I guess. But that could be a really thin exoskeleton. I don't know. He is somewhat hypnotic. Good. That suits him. What's that? You want me to kill? But I'm in the middle of a live stream. Don't you have any other drawings ready to color? I already answered that. No, I don't. He's looking great and very muscly. Just look at those abs. He would appreciate that. Falcor on the catwalk walking towards and away. Hi, Drake. Thank you. I like the end result. I like how consistent you are, having his wings shadowed from behind. Oh, yeah. Thank you. At least I think you asked that earlier. I'm pretty sure I remember answering it. Oh well. No biggie. Those abs put Superman's to shame. They're also shinier. Dina idea. I'd actually forgotten how buff he is. I bet he bench presses plenty. I tried not to make him too bulky. Mainly he just has a lot of detail on him. Thanks, John. Dina Cat's hoe. Dina brainstorming what to do for the rest of the stream. I still have 2 hours to kill. I can end it early. It's not a big deal. I feel bad for the people who always come in towards the end, though, like George. Well, I do have to go to the bathroom, so I'll go and do that while I think of how to fill the rest of this stream. Let me get water really quick. Turn on my heater, I'm getting a little cold. I can definitely see the anime, that's cool. Which feathers were more annoying to draw, front or back? Good question. Probably the front, because I was figuring out the placement for those. With the back, I kind of just redrew them the same way, but just had them overlapping the opposite way, if that makes sense. Ended early? I probably will. I mean, I guess I could maybe switch to a Red Dwarf watch party, but I'm not sure I want to do that. I swear his eyes glowed like Vigo the Carpathian while you were away, or it could just be my indigestion. Also, your phone meowed. Hi, Taijan, if I didn't say that already. Dina multiverse theory. Meanwhile, Tara takes over the stream. I think she must be, I think she's upstairs on the bed. Yeah, it's just Walmart telling me that my delivery was delivered earlier, which obviously I knew about that. Sending hypnotic waves to give Dina the urge to bring Tara and Soul on camera. I'm not gonna go upstairs and get them. Those abs put Chris Evans to shame. They'd have to rename the stream to Let's Color Some Cybercat Art and then watch some Red Dwarf. Yeah, see? I don't want to have to rename the stream. Guess I could switch to a Red Dwarf watch party. You just open the floodgates. No, not Walmart. Oh, I forgot I was going to show you guys the other thing I'm working on. There we go. This was working on his castle, which is... I wanted it to be a tower, and I've actually kind of decided I don't like it. So I'm going to go back and redo some of it. Where's the little... I had a brain fart and forgot how to rotate for a second. This is what how it was looking before, and then I looked at some pictures of towers and realized that it could be better. Actually found somebody did some fan art of the Dark Tower, and of course it opened in the wrong monitor. Someone did some fan art of the Dark Tower that I think looks pretty cool, so I might like borrow some of the ideas from this. I'm not going to rip off somebody's fan art, but I like the diagonal. I like the diagonal aspect and the direction the windows are going in, and I like how there's these little, what do you call these? Little cylinders. And it's not super complicated, so I do think I could make that. Actually, I noticed there's some popping out of these areas, so that's cool. I've already decided, like, I'm gonna make it, like, it's not gonna be dark like this. It's gonna have lots of, like I said before, I'm gonna make it look like a Gothic cathedral, so it's gonna have stained glass windows, and I don't want it to be dark. I'm trying to, what's a good one to click on here? I'm looking at my... Fuck it! Stop opening in the wrong monitor! So it'd have sort of like this effect. All these are indoor shots. Where's the outside of a cathedral where you can see the windows? Like that, kinda? Not quite that heavily detailed, I don't think. Here's the Dark Tower again, and yeah, these aren't... Well, this is the kind of detail I want, but you'd be able to see stained glass. And that's the one I originally based mine off of. In fact, I was trying to make it look as much like this one as possible initially, but then I saw... And then I saw... Oh, I already have it open. Then I saw this one. I'm like, that's actually just about the shape I want. So I guess I'm going to use the shape of this more than, you know, the whole thing in general. So anyway, that's the other thing I've been working on lately. Okay, let's talk Sonic. Oh, I got behind actually on the chat a little bit. One, stand here and get blown up. Two, sit here and get blown up. Three, jump up and down, shout at me for not being able to think of anything, then get blown up. Show some of your other Cybercat stuff. Yeah, that I remembered that. I can't remember if I saw this comment before or after I started doing that, but new stream name, let's model a castle. Yeah, and the reason I'm modeling it rather than drawing it is because I don't really know how to draw architecture very well. So I'm, at least for the designing part, I'm gonna model it first. And it might even be like a low poly model. Excuse me, just to help me figure out the shape and the details, and then, you know, once it comes time to have it in the comic, I will draw it, but I figure for like the design step, I wanted to do it in 3D. Caveman versus astronaut. Also, if you want more inspiration, you could look at art for Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings. Oh, right. There was a tower in Lord of the Rings, wasn't there? Let's see. That's interesting. I don't know. That might be a little too complex. Also, it's not... I guess it's technically a tower, but it's a little too wide at the base, I think. It's cool, though. The poppy field is making me think of this being if the Emerald City got corrupted for the Wizard of Oz. That's a really cool tower. The one I'm modeling or the one I showed off? Yeah, the one I showed off is really cool. Brad-dûr. Like you started to spell Brad-dûr and forgot the last couple letters. Oh yeah, I can't function without two monitors now. I'm spoiled. I can never go back to one. Oh yeah, the field of Kankanare, I think, is what the poppy field was called, yeah. And actually they weren't poppies, they were roses. And each one had the universe inside of it. Bring someone out front, it's Winnie the Pooh, he's refusing the blindfold. Oh, there were two towers in Lord of the Rings, weren't there? I only remember because of the title. Did I see Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? Did that even come out yet? I'm not interested. Of course, you'd have to leave the giant flaming eye out of it. Well, yeah. That'd be pretty lame if I just copied it exactly. So I have that, and oh, here's another thing I need to design. Where is it? Is it in here? Reference? What the fuck is it? I need a model, I need to figure out what, oh, I've got an old, that's old artwork. Why the fuck am I looking in there? No wonder I'm confused. Falcor's lab. That's what I need to... So I, like, downloaded all these images, which coincidentally are 3D models. These are all for, what was I trying to say? These are models that you can actually buy, but which I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the images for reference. But, like, that little tank could be the thing he stepped into when he had his wings attached. So, I mean, again, I'm not going to, like, exactly copy it. That's pretty neat. That's from a different one, I believe. And yeah, I'm gonna almost just copy this because it's pretty close to what I would imagined his lab looking like. That's just some random cool looking metal details I downloaded. More like computer details, I guess. This is also something I could maybe use. I think that's the last one. So yeah, that's another thing I have to model at some point. Procrastinating on it. I don't know how much of his lab you're really going to see in the first issue. Most of what I'm working on right now is just preliminary art, so I'll be ready to do the first issue. But I figure I should probably figure out what it looks like just in case. You might be able to see some of it in the background. There's one shot of him standing in the doorway of his lab, and I imagine you could probably see into his lab. Kind of around him. Want to take inspiration from Dracula's castle? I mean, well, like, which one? Each one had the universe in it. Okay, you're gonna need to explain that. I don't know if I can. I haven't read the books in so long. Maybe Special Iron did it already. Stephen King's works inhabit many, many layered multiverses all its own. That didn't really get into it. Yeah, it's like, there's a scene where a character finds a flower and he looks at the flower and the inside of it where, you know, the little stamen or whatever would be is like a little tiny universe. It looked like a tiny little Milky Way or whatever, and it was glowing, and it sort of implied that the entire you know, garden of flowers in front of the Dark Tower, each one of them was like that. But I don't remember any details about it. I just remember how it looked, I guess. Then I'll take over the Earth, the universe, and then the multiverse. Who knows? Maybe that'll be enough. That cylinder looks like something that the Umbrella Corporation would use, or Shinra. Actually, after playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm finding it hard to tell the difference between the two. That's funny. Just ignore the Shutterstock logo. Well, like I said, it's for reference. You said cylinder, I assume you mean this thingy. Yeah, that does look like the thing that the Tyrant was in, doesn't it? AI generator. Oh yeah, I have actually. Did I download the image I found or that I made? Let me see. Castle reference Falcor's lab. Oh no, I don't think it's in here. Yeah, I figured out how I'm gonna draw a panel based on some information I entered into one of those AI generators, and it generated a pretty good reference image. Is he the sort of scientist who does heinous, unethical experiments for science? Probably. The Gary Oldman Dracula? Oh, okay. God, I haven't seen that one in a long time. I didn't like that one too much. I don't remember why, to be honest. Supposedly our universe could be contained within a single atom of a rose within another universe, or who knows where the scale ends. It's very weird. Yeah. My only reference is parts of the Dark Tower movie, which I haven't seen all of, and it's apparently not that good. Yeah, I didn't get around to... I didn't bother watching it. I was completely uninterested. I don't think we're ever going to get a proper Dark Tower adaptation. Somebody would have to, like, really take it seriously. Like, I would love to see it handled like Lord of the Rings, where, like, it's, you know, a movie for every book. And, I mean, they don't have to follow the books exactly, because some of the material has aged badly, unfortunately. But, There's a lot of bad stuff with Susanna that should definitely be left out of a movie adaptation, but like I would like to see them adapt the story accurately. And we're probably never going to get that. I know, like, what was his name? Ron Howard, I think, at some point wanted to do a series of Dark Tower movies, and it never panned out for some reason. Yeah, Hojo would find himself very welcome within the Umbrella Corporation. Yeah. Kind of looks like Shadow the Hedgehog's pod. Oh, yeah. I showed Dina my AI-generated images of Pyramid Head dressed like a Pinhead. Dina unironically liked them. It did look surprisingly cool. Shame, because Idris is really good as Roland, in my opinion, and Matthew McConaughey is pretty cool as the Man in Black. I don't know, I wish they had cast someone to play Roland who looks like him, because he's very specifically described as looking like Clint Eastwood in the books, and I don't want to make it about race, but because it's not, to me, it's just about, the visuals. Yeah, I can see how Idris Elba would play that type of character very well. To be honest, I heard about the orgy scene and it just went, wait, what drugs is Stephen King on? Oh, you're talking about It. That wasn't an orgy, though. Not that I'm defending it. It was a weird bit. Yeah, Wizard in Glass is very awkward to read in parts. I still tear up when I get to her death scene, though. Oh, yeah. So you want to see a spider clown and a giant floating turtle in a void space. Oh, I'm mad that they didn't have the fucking turtle in there. I thought, for me, the cool part about the It remake is that, it can be bigger budget, and, maybe they could do stuff like show the turtle, and they didn't show the fucking turtle. I think I read that they considered Viggo Mortensen at some point. I don't know who that is. I assume you mean for Roland. Oh, he was in Lord of the Rings, duh. Yeah, he kind of has the right look. This is off topic because that's fine, everything's off topic right now. Whole inspiration topic, but I want a Max Headroom influenced Batman movie with the Mad Hatter as the main villain. Max Headroom influenced? Ow, I'm gonna take this off because for some reason it's hurting in the back of my ear. Or like that bony spot behind my ear. It's digging into me for some reason. Max Headroom influenced Batman movie with the Mad Hatter as the main villain. Okay, I see what you mean now. It took a second to imagine what you were saying. In fairness to Stephen King, he went through a lot of alcohol and drugs back in those days, which would possibly explain the cosmic turtle. Yeah, in the Dark Tower universe, which is actually, I think all of Stephen King's books take place in the same universe, but yeah, in that universe, the, like in, what, I'm trying to remember what mythology it is that has the world on the back of a giant turtle, but it's basically like that. Aragorn in Lord of the Rings. There you go. God, I really haven't seen Lord of the Rings in a while. I think I've read that one of Stephen King's least favorite of his works is Pet Sematary. It might be in the sense that I know it disturbs him a lot. I don't know, if he didn't like the story, he wouldn't have written the screenplay for the movie, I wouldn't think. There you go, Hindu. That's I thought it was Hindu, but I wasn't sure. Based it on the supposed Hindu belief that a giant turtle supports the world, the turtle also turns up in the Dark Tower. Oh, that's right, yeah. The way I think it works is that there's the giant turtle, and then there's something on the back of the turtle, and then it supports all these beams, and at the end of each beam is a different universe. And I bumped my mic, sorry. Yeah, his books definitely tend to refer to each other. I think this even became a plot point in the last Dark Tower books, yeah. The one I know the most about is Carrie, and really just through pop culture. Apparently Stephen King was so high when he wrote Cujo, he doesn't even remember writing it. I think Cujo was the one. It was also the source of the trope, it's turtles all the way down, yeah. To anyone joining, welcome to the Stephen King conversation. While we still look at my weird metal guy with wings. You know, visually he looks like the opposite of Archangel, because Archangel has metal wings, but Falkor is metal and he has organic looking wings. That wasn't intentional, but it's one of those things that I think is kind of funny whenever I think about it. See the turtle of enormous girth, on his back he holds the earth. His thought is slow but always kind. I can't remember the rest. He holds us all within his mind. I think that's all I remember. Who loves their pet enough to bury them at the pet cemetery knowing they return? I mean, if you really do love your pet, you wouldn't do that to them. Hi, Isaiah. The Batman/Mad Hatter film was done in the Spider-Verse animation style with 80s new wave or techno. Tron score vibe, it would really work. While we still look at my weird metal guy with wings, Dina 2023. Well, how else would you describe him? Giant turtle power. Bird and bear and hare and fish give my love their fondest wish, yeah. What a tragic backstory he had. Demigods with a half shell. God damn it. Oh, hi, Madam Glitch. I remember someone in a YouTube video liking the Twilight series and then making fun of Stephen King's appearance and saying his books are too difficult to read. Yikes. I know I used my Misery video as an excuse to make fun of Twilight. A couple people didn't like that. I'm pretty sure I remember someone writing a fanfic that was Carrie retold by the Fantastic Mr. Fox characters. And it didn't even end there. He got tricked by the witch into accidentally murdering his own mother. Rhea really didn't like having that pink globe taken from her. Yeah. It was kind of interesting how the graphic novels actually told the story in chronological order. I don't know that I would want a series of movies to do that, but maybe? I don't know. Sonic Boom did a parody of Misery. Misery's been parodied a lot. I guess I'll show you guys my paintings I've done recently. Let me just run over here again. They're just off camera, basically. So, here, let me switch so you can actually see me a little bit better. Here, we'll just switch to chat. Oh, let me zoom out a bit. You don't need to be this close to me when I'm the only thing on the camera. Oops. My secrets, whatever. I said my secrets. You can't even see the other monitor. I forgot because I just changed it. That's probably mirrored, so you're going to be seeing these backwards, but like... But here's the first one I did. This is for anyone who doesn't follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen these, but this is the first one I did. I just kind of entirely fucked it up, but I don't know, it's sort of grown on me. So Lee thinks it looks like an Among Us character. So that was my first one. Here's my second one. Actually using the same method, but I actually did it correctly this time. It still doesn't look great, but at least you can tell where I'm going with it. Kind of looks vaguely like a flower, which is what I wanted. Maybe a little too much pink. I felt like this one had too much red, so I think I didn't use any red for this one. So maybe there's too much pink on it, but whatever. And this is the third one I did, and it's the best out of the first three. I bought a set of 3 canvas boards to mess with, so this is my third. I don't know if you can see that too well. There is a lot of black on it, so it's going to look very dark, but it was supposed to look like a spine, kind of, which it doesn't really, but it still looks kind of neat, I think. And I did all those thinning the paint with Elmer's glue, which is like the cheapest way to go about it. Excuse me. And then I bought some Floetrol, and then I did this one. Am I holding it right? Yeah. And I did this one, which, it's got a lot of gold on it, like metallic gold, but I think it's gotten to a point where I can't decide if it's overly metallic. I think it works pretty well. I might actually try to sell this one. It kind of looks like, reminds me of Saturn's rings a little bit. So there we go. There's the other project I've been working on. Let me go back to Falcor. Even though I'm zoomed out too far now, but whatever. Well, it's 2:30. I've been I actually have to go to the bathroom really quick. Let me do that, and then I'll come back and get caught up on the chat. Okay. You can't really blame Roland for being so messed up. He lost so much in such a short span of time. Yeah. Genuine quote from that Sonic Boom Misery episode. Okay, let's... Okay, let's some more fan fiction. Son Amy. Oh, God. Suddenly full screen Tina. You look a bit tired. I don't know how to respond to that. I've drawn the rose. There you go. Actually, that might be kind of a neat thing to do. Kind of maybe do like an abstract version of the rose from Dark Tower series. I hadn't even thought of that. I'm not sure how I would do it though. How would I do the glow effect, and would I somehow incorporate that into the pour, or would I add it later? It's funnier because of how the Sonic fandom is, and it's really not that hard to imagine it happening. Yeah. They even made a joke about Sonic's arms being the wrong color. That's funny. You can see the Among Us character. Yeah, I didn't see it until Lee pointed it out, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of see it. He looks all kind of warped and twisted, but you can see it if you look for it. Flower period? What? Thanks, Drake. And Flash. Thanks, you guys. I remember when I first saw them, my first thought was that you got the idea from pushing up roses. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm actually following her tutorials. I'm somewhat failing some of them, but the cool thing about poured paint is sometimes even if it doesn't turn out the way you wanted, it can still look kind of cool. So, abstract art. How do we hack a different image onto the screen to confuse Dina? Have a fantastic power nap. I like that. Depending on how isolated they are, they could arguably be the same thing. Ah, I see what you mean. 'Cause, yeah. Okay, Moonbeam, thanks for stopping by. Dina is now officially part of the King universe. The beam is working through Dina. It all makes sense. You know what we're all waiting for? Where's your painting of Cat from Red Dwarf? Oh, you mean like an actual physical painting? I have never done a physical painting of him. Accidental art is still art. Yeah, exactly. I think those results are pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, this one, making sure I'm holding it right. This one, well, you can't see it as well, but I've shown you already. This one I did, I think it was, Thursday night, and it's all dry, but unfortunately I can't spray gloss on it because, it's raining outside. So I don't know when I'm gonna get to the point where I can actually put the final touch on this and maybe think about selling it. I do have an Etsy account, I just haven't used it yet. I saw someone do a video where they followed a Bob Ross tutorial without looking at the screen and only listening to it. Oh, that's interesting. Your Cyborcat's art is helping to keep the tower from toppling. Well, gee, no pressure. Art takes many forms, indeed. Alright, Sticks, thanks for stopping by. Wow, everyone's leaving. They're way better than anything I could draw or paint. I'm a technical guy, not an artist. Well, you might still be able to do poured paint. It's kind of there's a lot of technical stuff involved in figuring out how it works. And some of it is just luck, at least so far. She hasn't ended it. Keep chatting. I may end at 3. I'll see if I can keep it going for about 15 minutes. I think that's reasonable. That's only ending an hour early. What could I actually found this folder that has old Cybercat art in it. What could I is there anything interesting? Here's a character I haven't redrawn yet. This is Cindy. She's based on a house cat. So she's all little and cute. I did that in 2004. Holy shit. Surprising amount of cross-hatching on her. Oh, here's another one I haven't redrawn yet. This is Electra. That's not the full version. What's oh, there we go. You can see more of her arm in this one. So I have not redrawn her yet because she's not going to. Like I said, I'm focusing on characters and locations that are going to be in the first issue. So she's not going to be in the first issue. So here's a neat little drawing I did of her a while back. Just a back view. Those are these the metal on her arms is kind of borrowed from a Boris Vallejo painting. Except the claws. I'll stay until the stream's over. Keep chatting, guys. Let's start the flood conversation. We haven't had it yet. It's basically only 2 of you here, although I think there's a couple people that are just lurking and just occasionally posting something. Cindy looks cute. I'll bet she's shy as well. She might be. I don't know how much of a personality I have for her yet. Can I have my tweet, please? She was actually based on the cat that a friend of mine had. That's why her markings are so specific. Electra looks very metal, literally and figuratively. I like that. Why isn't Electra in a rock band? Yeah, I know. That's a good point. She should be. Stark contrast here, cute and vicious. Look at that fabulous hair. It's supposed to look messy, but... oh well. What's for dinner tonight? Probably nuggies and fries. That's usually what I make on Saturday. Either that or fish and chips. I wonder if there may be any other characters that I haven't updated yet. I don't think so. Here's... I don't know what possessed me to draw Sutra in this pose, but there you go. I didn't do a very good job of foreshortening her neck. I think you probably shouldn't be able to see her neck with the way she's leaning forward, but... I remember showing this to someone and they said, I feel a little silly staring at cat cleavage. I thought I had lost this folder. Oh, here's Diana wearing white leather lingerie for some reason. I just wondered what she'd look like in white. Black and purple is her normal color scheme. Is it really just me and Flash now? Oh well, I suppose George will show up soon. Yeah, that's true. Oh, Taijan is back. That's funny, you had fish and chips yesterday. You missed me finishing this drawing like an hour into the stream. So I've just been showing off and talking about random shit. Pizza does sound good. Sadly, I'm broke. Had breakfast tonight. That's always good. Oh, that's a pose. Oh, you mean Sutra. Yeah. That's almost a Lulu from Final Fantasy X victory pose. I mean, they had to find an excuse for her to bend forward somewhere. Yeah. It feels silly staring at cat cleavage. Well, I wasn't the one who originally said it. Kitty cleavage. It's alright, Dina. You're prepared for the inevitable male and female gazes. There you go. Yeah, that was very male gazy. I usually don't draw my characters like that. I think I just did it with her because her outfit's kind of off the shoulders and she does show a little bit of cleavage. Kitty cleavage sounds like the name of a level from an old Donkey Kong Country game. You make it sound like I'm a Bond villain. Oh, Taishan's back. We've been expecting you. I was confused why you put my name after his. I get it now. Typo. I always end up talking to TV trope speak. Yeah. I do it too. As you all well know, I'm sure. Oh, we always end up. I read that as I for some reason. Who are the villains in Cybercats? The Technocats, and Falcor is who created them. Technocats are the ones who have hair. Like this one whose name I'm gonna change. Haven't done it officially yet, but there, here's the this was actually these drawings I did are for I like to put together a binder of my characters, and for the particular binder I was using these images for. Where is it? Oh, that's the script. Oh, I did a drawing of Diana's mother. That's not a great costume. She's gonna get a pretty heavy redesign. Where are the actual... Oh, it would be Word documents. Let's see. Reference? No. Where is it in here? Trying to show you guys what I was doing, making these pictures for. Like, I was doing a little portrait of each character, and it was going to be on a sheet that talked about the character. Where is it? Profile Cybercat. There you go. Like, there's one. Ah, come on. It's like I was doing a little portrait of each character to put on these sheets. And this is not the font I used originally. I did not use Comic Sans for this. These are very old. It's like there's the Shiba one, and I actually tried to make them look really nice, and I added a neat little background and kind of put more effort into this than I really needed. But the whole point of the binder was to kind of show, I guess I never did one of Cassandra. That's too funny. There's Juno. But, the Cybercat's binder was sort of intended as sort of almost like a pitch document. Here's Technocats. I always put them in order of rank. Yep, I'm known for my crap dad jokes, asinine, irrelevant observations, and absurd typos. What's her current name? Oh, Kama? I've decided to start calling her Dharma. Because I, named her and her twin sister. Their names are Kama and Sutra, and I didn't know where that came from. I stole that from somewhere, and later on I learned what the Kama Sutra was, and I was like, oh, should probably change those characters' names. I've been meaning to for years, now I'm finally gonna do it. Long legs, oh yeah, they all have that, to varying degrees. Binder looks nice, thank you. Yeah, Catatronian is what their race is. Cybercats is like an organization. Same thing with Technocats, their race is called Ornithocat. Why does Cindy have a more cat-like face? I'm not sure what you mean. They all have the same face, basically, just with slightly different proportions than each other. At least you didn't make up two male cats called Harry and Kiri. Oh, is it Hari Kiri? I mean, that'd be better. At least it doesn't imply porn. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Okay, well, I think it's time to wrap up. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and especially for those of you who stuck around even after there was nothing to really watch anymore, just me rambling. So I guess next week I'll continue the Red Dwarf Vlogs watch party. Sonic Boom had Justin Bieber. Oh god. So yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna do the Red Dwarf vlogs for too long because I don't want to get burned out on Red Dwarf again. But I'll do it for like the next week or two until I figure out what else I can stream. It'll just be kind of I'll kind of treat it like something to fall back on if I don't have anything else to do. Yeah, I know you would stick around either way, Special Iron. Yeah, the chatting aspect is kind of fun. That's the thing about the Red Dwarf vlogs. I don't have as much time to chat. So, oh, thank you, John. And Isaiah. Alright, I'm finally going to end this now. Thanks for joining me, everybody.